Breaking news from the stadium tonight as an anonymous fan foot the bill for 55,000 hot dogs, bringing that sweet tubed meat to everyone in attendance.
Free dogs! Yeah!
55,000 hot dogs? What does that even cost?
While the identity of this Frankfurter philanthropist remains anonymous, their all-beefy generosity will go down in history.
The new Mega Millions. More to win means more to give. How you spend it is up to you.
Yeah!
For game odds and details, visit sceducationlottery.com.
Wake your ass up, fool. John J. and Rich. What's crack-a-lackin'? This is the big boss dog, Snoopy Deagle Double Jizzle. Bang, boom, what you gonna do? John J. and Rich. We're not talking about Ren 1010. We're not talking about Lashley. It's the one and only dog, y'all. The classy, sassy, big Snoop Deagle Double Jizzle. In your face to be and in the place to be. And you're listening to John J. and Rich. Wake your ass up, fool.
104.7 Kiss FM, John J. and Rich. It's Monday, January 13th. You can jump on there with us at 877-937-1047. You can also text us. You text JJR and whatever you want to say to 96893. We'll read your message on the air or we'll call you back or text you back. So text us. Text JJR, whatever you want to say to 96893. Kyle, how was your weekend in Denver?
It was so fun. So about a month ago, my brother-in-law texted us and was like, we're throwing your sister a big birthday party. Hopefully you guys can come out. The theme is sequins, leather, feather, and velvet. Like, just play it up. Like, take that and run with it. And so I'm like, okay, well, let's see, the price of plane tickets and whatever. And I actually ended up finding a really good deal on plane tickets. So Scott and I decided, let's go. This would be really, really fun. So I'm all pumped because we got this great deal on flights, okay? And then I messed up. So we're at the airport, and my bag gets they go, who's this? Oh, we have to search it. And I'm like, did I leave a water bottle in there or something? What did I do? So they start searching through it. And that morning, Payton had picked me up for work. And so Scott had my suitcase. Well, I was in a rush, and so I had put one bag in my carry-on that I said to myself, when Scott picks me up at work to go to the airport, I'll just throw it in my bag because it had some liquids in it that were too big for the carry-on, right? Mm-hmm. The guy lifts that little pouch up, and I'm like, no, I forgot to put that in my bag. And inside there was a brand new Sephora brush cleaner, brand new Bath & Body Works lotion, and I'm like, no, because I know what's about to happen. He's going to say, you can go back out and mail it to yourself, which, who actually does that? Has anyone actually done that? I mean, there's not enough time to do that, I don't think, in anybody's travel schedule. And so I just know that it's going away.
They're just going to throw it away.
It's going to go in the trash or something. I'm like, and I go to the guy, I go, do you have a significant other or a girlfriend that may like that? I mean, they're brand new. They haven't even been opened yet.
What's the value on that?
So the brush cleaner is about $22. The lotion around $18 if you don't do one of their 5 for whatever deals. Mm-hmm. So yeah. So then I'm like, cha-ching, great, goodbye. I just see money flying away. And I had also just bought a brand new compact from Mac, and that was in my purse. We get on the plane, and I'm like, oh, so sad. And we fly, and we're in Denver safely, which great, that's amazing. And I get to the hotel room, and I'm looking for that compact, and somehow my purse was open on the plane, and it slid out or something. Oh, no. That brand new compact, which cost $50, out the window.
So much for your deal on plane tickets.
So that cheap flight that I got actually ended up costing me a little over $100 more because of all the things I lost.
No. Did you go buy more makeup and stuff, or did you have enough?
I did it. I had an old compact, but it's gross because the sponge is all gross and it's on its very last leg, so it's just around the edges. So I didn't go buy a new one, but now I still need a new one. So now I'm going to have to go buy a new one. I still need brush cleaner, so I'm going to have to go buy a new one.
What a bummer.
So the makeup you have on your face right now, is that old makeup?
No, I had all my makeup. It was just certain pieces of my collection. Just down the drain, just like that.
That's such a bummer.
I know.
The feeling of when the TSA agent pulls out something that you're like, no, God, why is that? Oh, God. That happened one time with hair gel for me. I'm not a big hair gel guy. And I usually travel when my hair gel container is really low. So that way, if they throw it away, because I never know the sizes, if they throw it away, I'm okay with it. And one time I put a new one in there. And the guy goes, "Oh, this can't go." God, no, come on. What do you think it is?
It's such a little thing.
Yeah.
But, I know the rule. And so I felt so stupid when he, lifted up the bag slowly, and I knew what was in there. I knew it. Yeah, I was mourning. I was mourning that, but obviously just so trivial in the game of life, but ended up now I got to go spend that money again.
I wonder if anyone listening, if you ever had something taken away that's even more valuable, or what's random that I remember one time I can't remember where we were, but my kids were little, and one of them had just got a brand new squirt gun to shoot bubbles in the air, and they confiscated it, and it was a nightmare crying. He started crying and crying the whole time on the airplane. It was a cool squirt gun. But, of course, you can't bring a squirt gun.
That's actually funny that you say that, because not only did my bag get searched, but Easton, my 7-year-old son's bag, got searched. I'm like, what would he have in there? I'm like, probably a water bottle. No, it wasn't a water bottle. He actually has this plastic bat, and it, I don't know, it's half of, you can pull it out to make it full size, or it scrunches down.
Yeah, it's fun to throw.
Yeah, you go, and it comes out.
Yeah.
The guy was like, I don't know about this. Because it could be considered a weapon.
Really?
But it's a plastic bat. And Easton was like, are they going to take my bat? And the guy was like, I got to go talk to my supervisor about this. And I was like, okay, I mean, I kind of get it, but I'm not
because of the movie Carry On.
Sure how much damage could be done with a plastic bat. But Easton's face was like, what are they doing with my bat? Anyway, they let him keep it, but just so you know, those toys could be confiscated if they look anything like a weapon.
Whenever my son Jake, for some reason, he always got tagged going through the random thing, and it was like a nightmare when he was a kid. But I wonder if the security guy would have gone to Easton, it looks like this bat, I don't know, and then just breaks it over his knee. Guess this isn't going there.
So mean.
But text us. Text JJR and tell us if you ever had anything that was taken away in TSA that was just such a bummer. I also have this. I always try to drink as much water as I can in the morning. And when we were coming back from Hawaii last week after Christmas break, I bought these big jugs of water. My wife bought, and I bought enough water for me to have before we got on the plane, right? But sure enough, my wife also had a big thing of water, and she was just going to throw it away as we're getting out of the airport. And I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? Well, I can't take it on a plane. Give it here. And I take it. I just start chugging and chugging and chugging. And I can't. It's so much water. It's not as much as this gallon, but a little less than that. And I just stay there and chug. And then I'm peeing the whole flight.
Right.
Yeah, I imagine.
I get it, though, because getting rid of water. Water is such a precious commodity.
It's $2. It's $2 of water, but I'm like,
I don't want it to go to waste.
Not going to throw this away. Terrible. Anyway.
I don't know how you found us.
But I'm so thankful that you did. It's John, Jay, and Rich.
All right, I don't want you to think I'm crazy. But, I was just online. I was prepping some stuff for the show, looking at stuff. And then I just turned around to, introduce Kyle to do 3 things. And I swear you had pink fingernail polish on 5 minutes ago. Yes?
Yeah.
And now you don't.
No, because there's fingers that don't have it because they crack.
So some fingers have. I thought you took them all off. So I thought that that you did a whole removal of fingernail polish while I was prepping. But it's one hand. One hand has them on, one hand doesn't.
No, rushing through the airport, we lost 4 of them.
Oh man!
The TSA guys, those 4, you can't come through.
It was not. I'm going to fix them. You're so critical.
I'm not critical. I just noticed. My point of view is I thought that you removed them while I was online.
Oh, that's so funny.
Because I didn't see, because you have your hands.
Like half and half.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's microphones and there's gadgets in front of us. So earlier when you were talking, I saw you had fingernails. I saw the pink fingernails. And then just now as I turned, there was no fingernail polish because I saw the other hand. So and I was like, wow, I didn't see her remove. I didn't smell any removal polish.
She was pretty quick.
I didn't see whatever. So I was
with that stuff.
But it happened over the weekend. What are 3 things we need to know?
So, very sadly, tragically, 24 lives have been taken from those California wildfires as they continue. More than 150,000 people are still under evacuation warnings. Firefighters are trying to contain the fires before the Santa Ana winds kick up again this week. So far, they have scorched 39,000 acres. The biggest 2, Palisades and Eaton fires, are both under 30% contained. So they have a lot of work to do, and they are working, and it is amazing to see all of the people coming together to help each other, the firefighters, the first responders. And then there's those that are really taking advantage of the situation. There are those arsonists actually starting fires with the purpose to loot homes.
That's
there was even
amazingly
one
sad.
guy who was caught. He was dressed up as a firefighter, looting the empty homes.
There's somebody with a blowtorch in Calabasas that the actual residents had to stop. There were no police around.
Wait a
The residents
second.
had to stop them.
Somebody was dressed as a firefighter? I hope that person's in prison.
Yeah,
or
they
jail.
caught him and they handcuffed him and put him in jail. But it's just like, seriously?
It's like, how evil do you have to be to go
Yeah.
to that extent?
Totally.
Crazy.
Yeah, definitely sad to see that. I know there's some celebrities, I think Spencer Pratt, he was like talking about, you need to find these people, this and that. And I think one celebrity offered $5,000 if you find people.
David Spade.
That's right.
Yeah.
To put them in jail. But then he's like, I just want to say, don't stage it. Don't try to pretend to start the fire to get the money. Which would mean someone would be jailed.
Right.
So, I'm not
So
sure who would do
they
that.
don't think these people started the fires. These are people these are these massive fires, so they're trying to take advantage of an opportunity. So
To
they're
start
also
more.
starting fire.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. This is also kind of crazy, but in a very, very different way. There are two sneaky tactics that fast food chains use to get you to spend more money. They're called charm pricing, and the left digit effect. And you're going to notice this every time you go, just look at the pricing. So charm pricing apparently is based on the idea that odd numbers are apparently more trustworthy to your brain. Your brain sees an odd number, and apparently you're more likely to purchase it. Odd numbers are thought to be more memorable. So they do say those items, because they're more memorable in price, you may recall it and recommend the products to other people.
Wow.
The left digit effect,
Tricky.
you could probably already know, is like when something's like $5.99. Your eyes are trained to see the left digit, so your brain goes, if I buy 3 things for $5.99, it's probably gonna be about $15, when really it's closer to 18. But in your brain, it's like, yeah, let's go for it. It's only $5.99. So that's the left digit effect. Be aware of that pricing. There's a new gadget that can, I guess, tell you why your dog is barking. So the gadget is from a company called Tractive. They just launched their new GPS and health tracker for dogs. So it's kind of like an Oura Ring mixed with like an Apple phone. Like you can find your dog and then you can monitor all your dog's different health features. And they say one of the features is bark monitoring, which can provide you information on why your dog barks while you're away. They say it can actually monitor the barking patterns, which are going to let them know if maybe it's separation anxiety or other behavioral issues. And then from that, you can go, oh, maybe my dog needs a trainer. Oh, maybe my dog needs a friend. Something like that to sort of help. It is kind of expensive. I think the tracker sells for $69.99. Recognize the pricing. That is both the charm pricing and the left
that's
digit
cheaper.
pricing. But yeah, and requires a monthly plan of $5. And that's 3 things you need to know.
Payton, what's the vibe today for predictions?
It's Make Your Dream Come True Day. So I'm going to tell you what today means for you based on your zodiac sign.
Good morning, Melissa. What's your sign?
Good morning. Aries.
Okay, Aries, you're all gas, no brakes today. So whether your dream is to go viral on TikTok or finally text your situationship back, the universe is saying full send. So remember, reckless energy might land you with a viral flop or another left on red situation. So remember to be bold today, but don't be unhinged.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Melissa. Hello, Patrick. What's your sign?
Mine's Capricorn.
Capricorn, your dream of being the CEO of everything is valid, but you can't climb the corporate ladder if you never take a break. So work smarter, not harder today, and channel your inner lazy genius to get someone else to do your heavy lifting for once. Take a break today.
Awesome. That would be perfect for me since today is my birthday.
Happy birthday!
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Patrick. What's up, George? What's your sign?
Virgo, just like you, John Jay. So for my Virgos, your dream is probably this meticulously planned Google Doc, and that's fine, but where's the spice? So take a break from planning and actually do something today. Even the most iconic spreadsheets can't hug you back. So just keep that in mind.
Speaking of planning, doing the vision boards at my house. You know, thanks, George. Doing them tomorrow. And so been working on it, trying to, like Hal said, go get magazine stuff. So I went to the store yesterday to get magazines. And I went to CVS. I see this magazine, and the magazine's called, Making Joy. And I was like, ooh, when I thumbed through the magazine, and there's all these, you look at it as how you want to cut it out. I was like, boy, these are great headlines. Mindfulness. I'm like, I'm going to buy this magazine. So I stand on at CVS and I look at the price, $16.
Yeah.
I'm like, forget that, man.
Ridiculous.
It's so crazy.
Especially when you're like, you only see like 3 or 4, and you're like, do I really want to pay $20 for 3 or 4 tiny phrases on my vision board?
Yeah. It was not in my budget.
I know.
To buy a magazine.
It's wild.
What about for you? For Leos?
Yeah, so Leos, our dream of being the star of our own reality show can come true, but we need to stop treating our group chats like our personal confessional booth. So the world is our stage, but we need to ease up on the unsolicited voice notes. People need a little bit of mystery here, so leave your friends alone for once.
How about Pisces?
Pisces, yeah. Rich is my Pisces. Pisces, you've been daydreaming about your big break, but guess what? Nobody's going to DM you about a record deal if your guitar is collecting dust over there. So get out of your head and into the real world, at least for a TikTok length amount of time.
So you know what I did this weekend because of New Year's resolutions? I pulled all these songs that I've worked on, recorded in my basement, and just kind of hid away. I listened to them all, and then I released them all. They'll all be out like on Spotify on January 20th. So I said, I'm just going to put it out there.
Look at that.
Like my cousin, who is the most talented human being I know, gave me the best rating. She's like, well, you're not as good as some people, but you're a little better than others.
Is it all original stuff?
No, it's all, there's like 2 or 3 originals, but most of them are cover songs. That I was just playing along with. So it's out there. I'm releasing it.
The
I did
release
it.
date, the 20th.
The 20th is, I guess they need a little time to, all populate, but that's kind of fun.
Yeah,
Cool,
it's awesome.
congratulations.
And
That's
perfect
awesome.
with your horoscope today.
How about Libra?
Yeah, Libra, Kyle, your dream of perfect aesthetic balance is achievable, but you need to stop doom scrolling on Instagram and actually just get started on it. So stop debating between cottagecore and clean girl vibes and just pick, because no one is judging except for you.
Everyone's always judging.
That is true.
But I like that advice.
Yes.
Go
If
for
we
it.
didn't get to your sign there, I'll post it at johnjaneandrich.com.
John Jay and Rich.
John Jay and Rich, I was just watching the video that we made promoting the new iHeartRadio, the iHeartRadio app.
Yeah.
They upgraded it and they did all these new things, and I was watching. It's the first time because all of us shot our own parts without knowing what each other shot. And I actually LOL'd out loud at Kyle's part.
What?
When you do the stair walking down the thing, like I didn't know that. It makes no sense, and it's so funny. You should find it. It's up at John Jay and Rich on Instagram. It's great. And by the way, if you listen to us on iHeartRadio, thank you so much. The app is cool. You can listen to us all over the country. All right, stacks and hacks. I have stacks of information. Rich has life hacks. According to new data, the share of unpartnered adults has declined for the first time in 20 years. Does that mean anything to you guys? Unpartnered adults? You never
More
really heard
single
it. I would say
people?
single, but I don't know why it's called unpartnered.
I had to think about that math.
I feel
Maybe
like that
that's-
would mean there's more people. There's less single people.
I wonder if unpartnered is now woke for being single. Single people don't be called single anymore. So now they're called unpartnered.
Unpartnered.
It's like a trigger word for them.
I think so. According to a new survey, the date when holiday decorations should be taken down is January 16th. 45% of people weren't sure if there was a deadline, but there is a deadline, and the authorities will come to your house.
My tree just went down yesterday. Took a while.
Our lights went down yesterday, thank God. Dunkin' Donuts locations in several states haven't had donuts since last week because they're dealing with a temporary supply shortage. They're aware of the problem, and the donuts should be replenished this week. Arby's is running a promo to help people keep their New Year's resolutions to eat healthy. So if you order a salad with dressing, you get a double beef and cheddar sandwich for free. That doesn't make sense, but I get it. A TikToker explained how to win rock, paper, scissors. Right? You guys play rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know how to win rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah.
Do the opposite of what they do on Squid Game.
I mean, you just have to get rock, paper, or scissors.
Yes. Okay, good one.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors. How can you predict what they're going to throw? When people say things aloud, they're much more predisposed to want to do the first thing that they heard or the last thing that they heard. When they say rock, paper, scissors, they're much more likely to do a scissors or a rock. Your first move should probably be a rock. That way you can tie or you can win. Most people never open with paper. I usually do rock. If I win, I will switch. Tie, I will remain the same. Lose. If somebody does paper, well then, give them the win. Who starts with paper?
Here you guys a little tip. Have you guys heard any of the seen the stuff on social media about the Golden Gate Bridge
No.
Lots of conspiracy theories about the Golden Gate Bridge, that it's going somewhere, that there's something weird about it. I think it's all made up.
That is going somewhere.
Not to be an alarmist, but is something going on with the Golden Gate Bridge?
I feel like something's going to happen with the Golden Gate Bridge.
I've just gotten 3 messages about the Golden Gate Bridge. What's going on? Is something about to happen or happening?
I saw 3 videos of people on an airplane where the pilot told them to look out the window at the Golden Gate Bridge. It might be your last chance.
There were so many comments like this one, but I was just saying that the plane was flying away from the Golden Gate Bridge, so it was the last time we were going to see it.
See?
Weird.
I think it's just the pilot being funny, and then it turned into this conspiracy theory. There's rumors that Wendy's and the Girl Scouts are teaming up to release Thin Mints Frosty.
Yum. Sounds so good.
Florida sheriff deputy has resigned from his job after he crashed into a civilian's car. He'd been distracted watching porn on his phone.
Oh.
That's a good one. Hold on. Still going through my stuff. Hold on.
That's a big stack of stacks.
Den of Thieves 2 won the box office. Shrek 5 won't be out till December 2026. Sequels that are coming out this year. You know how many sequels are coming out this year?
It's supposed to be like the year for sequels.
There are, I think, 24 sequels coming out this year.
Oh my
There's
gosh,
remakes,
24.
too. Like they're doing a live action How to Train Your Dragon, which is just weird.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery, Happy Gilmore 2, the Anaconda. Remember that with J-Lo?
Oh, yeah.
Avatar, Zootopia, Wicked, The Running Man.
There's a Mission Impossible
Mission
coming out,
Impossible, The Final Reckoning comes out in May. The Accountant 2. Do you guys ever see The Accountant 1? It's with Ben Affleck. It's so good. It's so good. Paddington in Peru. And Captain America, Brave New World.
Well, yeah, that's out soon.
Yeah. What do you have for life hacks, Rich?
Well, we all know that most of our resolutions include losing weight this, particular time around. And we all know that drinking water is good for you. But you know that if you drink water right, you can increase your metabolism by up to 30%. So, drinking 2 cups of cold water on an empty stomach has been proven to boost your metabolism by 30%. That means don't slam your water. Drink it slow. Don't slam it because you just pee that out. But if you really want it to go through and help you stay full and lose weight, drink 2 cups of cold water, kind of slow. That life hack and many more can be found at johnjandrich.com.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality? High quality and immersive sound? A sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
Deciding on what to listen to is hard. Using Zumo to stream music from iHeart 90s Radio is easy. Or play iHeart Country or Hip Hop Beats. Your choice, all for free. Stream easy with Zumo Play. Get live and on-demand entertainment with no logins, no signups, no accounts, no hassle. This April, binge these classics. The Whole 9 Yards starring Bruce Willis and Matthew Perry. Adaptation with Nicolas Cage and Meryl Streep. And The Fisher King with Robin Williams. All streaming free on Zumo Play. Go to play.zumo.com now. Life is hard. Zumo is easy.
Stop just yelling at the radio. Call us. 877-937-1047. It's John, Jay, and Rich.
I just posted this video on my Instagram. I saw it earlier this morning, and I can't keep going back to it. It's this dog and its owner. They're back together after the dog was lost during the chaos of the fires.
Yeah.
Listen to this. I mean, 5 days, this person couldn't find their dog.
Hi, Boo-Boo! How's the fire? Oh, honey! Oh, honey! Oh, my gosh, you're alive! You're alive! Oh, honey! Oh, whoa! Whoa! Oh, thank you, God!
The dog's like wiggling his tail and stuff. And then I saw this thing that dogs totally like when you talk to it with a high-pitched voice. Who's the Kajubas? They like that. And then did you see this? Did you see the girl that had her ribs removed?
Yes.
Okay. Did you see the ribs?
I didn't actually see the ribs, but I heard like what she was saying about what she wanted to do with them.
She had 6 ribs removed so that she'd have a smaller waist. Okay. So I saw the story. Then I watched a video today and I had to stop it because she has the ribs. She's taking the ribs and she's turned them into a crown. But when she shows the ribs like in a bag, they look like ribs that you get from the store.
That's wild.
Like it makes me sick to my stomach. Listen to her talking about it. It's so disturbing.
I got my ribs removed. I got them removed for cosmetic purposes. These are my rib bones. There's 6 of them. This one's so tiny and small. And they let me keep them. Plan on having someone make a crown and like incorporate my bone pieces in there, like shave them down.
Hey, don't you kind of need those ribs, to live?
I don't know.
I guess
mean,
not.
they protect. I think ribs are there to protect your organs and whatnot. But I'm pretty sure, like Kim Kardashian has a couple ribs removed.
Really?
I think that's
a rumor.
That's a rumor to make so that that's why she's so snatched. She has a couple of ribs removed.
How do you say that to a doctor? And they're like, okay,
yeah, no problem.
6.
How about the bottom 2?
The first time I heard about like celebrities doing that, there was a rumor Janet Jackson had done it.
Mm-hmm. I heard that a long time ago because she was so skinny in that one black and white video.
Yeah.
Payton, let's get into your notes. Your notes. You're talking about your iPhone notes, right?
Yeah,
right.
your notes app.
Right.
And it's just funny how there's an evolution of your notes apps as you get older. And right now, my notes app is things that I forget. And then lists of baby names that I like. But 10 years ago, my notes apps was just full of boys I liked in my body count. So I'm we're at a totally different place right now.
Yeah, boy, that's flipped. Are any the same? Are any of the body counts potential baby names?
God, no. We stay away from all that.
Is your body count that long where you need to write them all down in notes?
No, it's not that long. But when you're you're trying to tell your friends, you keep a tab, you keep a note so you could go through, and then you add to your list. Come on, the girls know.
Yeah,
I'm sure
every
the boys
girl has tried to write it out once or twice.
Yeah, had to. You got to be able to.
When you do notes, does notes ever say to you, "Sorry, we have no more space"?
No. Oh my gosh. No.
We're using the base 10 system.
High.
It's not that high?
No, it is not that high.
Let's go over your notes. Let's read all the names.
Oh, my baby name?
What's longer, your body count name or your baby list name?
I don't know. It might be tied.
So these are baby names that when you have a baby, you thought it'd be cool to name your kid. What are some of those
boys
names?
and girls names. These are all, I feel gender fluid. I feel they could work with whatever. Okay, so I have Golden, Champ, Kyrie, Madden, Love, Shine, Cleo, Chance, Valley, Cooper, Navy, Kyla, and Honey.
Okay.
Those are all my baby names that I like.
A lot of those I get. What does Navy mean to you?
Navy, I just think it's cute.
Navy is a cute name. I know someone who has a kid named Navy. It's a cute name.
Navy's just cute, and Cooper is just because me and Kadeem, when we first lived together, we lived off of Cooper, so I was like, oh, that's cute. I really like Golden and Champ and Madden and Love. Those are my favorite. But
you just keep listing all of them.
I like stories behind a name, the Cooper name.
Yeah.
A lot of people name their kid Cooper because that's the thing to do, right?
Yeah.
So it's but to hear that sounds really cool.
Yeah, I like Cooper a lot too.
We almost named Jake Cooper.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It was funny because that was going to be his name, and then Rich, I don't know if you remember this or not. Rich goes, we were sitting in our office in the old building, and he goes, what if you named him Jake, like John Jay and Blake combined, but not Jacob? And I was like, that's a great idea. Yeah. So that's his name because of Rich.
Yeah. That's a fun way to.
Okay, now read some of the names on your body count list.
Oh my God! I'm taking that to the grave. I couldn't even list it out now. I don't even remember. It was so long ago.
What was the third one? You said there's 3 things you put on the. You said the body count, baby names, and something else.
Just things that I forget.
Oh, things you forget. Yeah. What are things you forget?
Well, just random stuff that I'll be make sure that you put whatever transfer money over for this bill or whatnot. But when I was looking in here, I took a note. Because my friend Kelsey had said something. Let me find it. And I heard it completely different. Where is it? Oh, she said, I'm not a big Megan Thee Stallion fan. but I thought she said, I want a big Italian man. So I had to write it down. And she's single, so I was like, okay, that's interesting.
Big Italians, I know a few of them.
So that's just
if she
what's
ever
in
gets
my
in on that.
That's what's in my notes app.
Let's go around the room and get into TV. What are you watching, Kyle? Where are you on the TV
I
world?
actually just started the Beast Games
Uh-huh.
on Amazon Prime. And it's so funny because coming off of the second season of Squid Game, it's like it definitely has Squid Game vibes, but without the death and destruction, I
Is
guess.
it fresh? Like, is there a new game every week, or is it
There's
just...
like a bazillion games an episode.
Oh,
and I
wow.
think that's what I really like
No,
about
how
it.
many
is
episodes
it
are there?
moves really quick. I'm not sure. I have no idea how many episodes on it. I'm on the second one.
Yeah, Grant?
Guys, there are 41 challenges total throughout the entire season. There's 1,000 contestants, and it gets whittled down to one at the end. Did you get to the part with the island yet?
No.
Oh, my goodness. So at one point, like, he just gives away so much money. He's like, you can quit and go home and take this money, or you can play and win nothing. And so people just are like, I want to win, but they should take the money. But anyway, there's like all these crazy challenges. He lets, out of the 60 people who made it to the 5th episode, he lets 9 of them compete for a $2 million island. But if you compete for the island and you don't win, you get eliminated from the entire game show. It's like he gives these people like really hard life decisions to make. It's awesome show.
I actually know a girl that's on the show.
But is it done yet?
Yeah.
Like, it's over, and you just got to watch the episodes? It's not like the season finale is next week.
No, there's a new, the 5th episode just came out. I think there's going to be they're down to like, I think 30 people now after 5 episodes.
Oh, I'm going to check it out.
That sounds amazing.
Did you finish Bad Sisters at all? Or you?
No. I finished the first season, and then I started the first or second episode of the second season, but I haven't gone back to it because I've been really wanting to check out Beast Games.
Yeah, I want to check that out,
I also
too.
started that show on Netflix, Missing You.
Yeah. I finished that.
And it's decent.
How far
so
are you in
far?
that?
I think episode 2 or 3.
Okay, it gets really good too. It
Yeah.
gets good. I finished Bad Sisters both seasons, and it's so good. It's season 1 I think is a little bit better, but season 2's got some. There's some. I laughed out loud at season 2 at a couple things, but it's really good. Also, Landman ended yesterday.
Season finale.
Did you see it?
Well, I didn't realize how long it was. So it was about an hour and a half long episode. So I'm about an hour in. So I didn't see the total end of it.
And Landman's on which
Paramount.
platform?
Landman is the same guy that did Yellowstone, and apparently this is his biggest show he's ever done.
I hear the
which is
ratings
weird because when Yellowstone came out, you couldn't go anywhere without seeing Yellowstone
Very
anywhere.
true.
And I don't really see that with Landman, but Landman is so good. And there's so many superstars on the show. Do you remember when we were at Cars Land, Kyle, and we saw Andy Garcia?
Yes.
He's in Landman.
He is?
Yeah.
Random.
He
Just
pops
the
up in
last
Landman.
episode?
Yeah, he pops up at the end of Landman. I'm like, oh my God, we saw him in Cars Land in Disneyland. Demi Moore is in it. John Hamm is in it. Billy Bob Thornton's in it. Ollie Ladder is in it or whatever. It's
real good.
Well, the reason I thought of that is because you said Cooper, and Billy Bob's son's name is Cooper on that show. That's a good show. What else did I finish? Oh, I started to watch The Juror number 2 on Max, and Bill Maher dropped a new comedy special on Max, which is fantastic. It's very political. You lean right or left. It's still, I can appreciate humor. It doesn't matter which way. So
Yeah.
it's good. I recommend that. And also, Rich missed a big spot on his chin shaving this morning.
I
He's
did?
been staring at me all day.
Where? Which side?
The other side, right there.
Huh?
No, go more right, right there, right there. Your fingers.
Oh, I
on
can
it.
feel it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's just.
Yeah, well.
Oh my
What are you gonna do?
So that happened today on Landman.
Literally the things you notice about us, Tajay.
Kyle's fingernails, Rich's chin.
We want you to be part of the show. Call us 877-937-1047. Get on the air with John, Jay, and Rich.
John, Jay, and Rich. Hey, Ricky, thanks for holding, man. What's up?
Hi, guys. Good morning.
Morning.
So my wife and I had to evacuate because of the fires.
Oh.
And everything happened like super fast. So I was like, okay, grab what you can and go type thing. Obviously, it's a fast-moving situation, and everyone's sort of panicking type thing. So I grabbed my laptop, I grabbed my chargers, our passports, stuff like that. That seems logical in any sort of emergency like this is. I look over at my wife, and she's standing there with this folder in her hands. Now, I didn't really recognize it at first, so I asked her, and she just flat out told me it was the prenup. And I didn't even know what to say. I'm like, what? That's what you grabbed out of everything that we need to grab here in the next few minutes? You know what I mean? Like, we have family photos. We have sentimental stuff, even her favorite coat or something. No, she grabs the prenup. So the whole drive out of there, I just couldn't stop thinking about it, honestly. I mean, I get it. It's important. It's a legal thing and in a legal sense or whatever. I totally understand, but it just felt so cold. And how she's just standing there with the prenup. What does this say about us? How does she even see things going on?
So let me, first of all, are you guys okay? Did your house make it?
Yeah, we're fine.
Your house made it?
Fine. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the house is fine. Yes.
Could there be any way that she was listening to music when she was packing stuff? Maybe she was listening to Kanye. And she's like, I don't know what to get. We want prenup. Oh, God,
yeah, there we go.
Let me get the prenup.
Gotta get the prenup. Or maybe she just figured you were getting all the other documents. It sounds like you got all the documents, and she maybe saw one. He left the prenup behind. I wonder what that's about. I'll grab it.
And remember how my sister said we grabbed their passports, we grabbed all their paperwork. So maybe that's just with the paperwork stuff. And you happened to see her at the point where she was opening the folder going, oh, the prenup.
And what about evacuation stress? I haven't been evacuated anywhere, but I bet I would grab stuff that makes no sense because you're in a hurry and your mind's racing.
Totally.
And she probably oh, this is important. So I think you got to give her a little bit of grace for fire stress, evacuation stress.
Because you don't
unless
need a prenup.
She's keeping the prenup to protect herself or whatever, right?
Wouldn't the lawyers got a copy the lawyers have a copy of that
for
too?
Sure.
It's not
You would think.
Oh, I'm I have no idea.
I know what you're probably thinking, Ricky. She's like, that's the first thing she thought about. So has she been already plotting her? She's leaving. And maybe the lawyers are like, whatever you do, just keep the prenup safe and you'll be fine.
What if we don't even know if he's in LA? What if he's talking about a different fire somewhere else and she lit the fire in the house?
Oh, no. It's not good.
He's like,
he's
LA?
in Nebraska somewhere?
What happened in LA? Anyway.
Or Ricky.
Yeah, that's
give her a little bit of grace.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not trying to make a big deal out of this. Everything's fine, but at the same time, this is kind of stuck in my head. Why was that the thing that she was rushing out the door with? I don't even know how I'm supposed to feel about it. On one hand, sure, it's practical, but you're right. The lawyers do have copies of it, but it's also unsettling. So I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking this.
Here's how you look at it. You're looking at it all wrong. Don't focus on that. Focus on the fact that you guys got out and you were safe, and your house at this point is still intact. You got to look at the bright side because all the things happening over there right now. There's so much devastation. You're in a good spot, believe it or not.
That's truth.
Yeah, that's a good point. No, I appreciate it. You're right.
I would burn the prenup then.
You just take it from her.
Forgot this house. How long you guys been married?
11 years.
Dang,
doesn't at some point a prenup doesn't matter anymore? Or no. I would think
I
been together a long time.
Yeah, I think that's why people get the prenup.
But if you get married and then in 11 years you grow, you become successful, you get whatever.
I think that's why people get prenups.
So that they split everything.
It doesn't expire.
It's your prenup could say whatever businesses I start during the course of our relationship are going to remain mine afterwards or whatever. I mean, they're all. Yeah.
I was dumb. I didn't get one. I'm screwed.
I remember asking my wife Stacy about one, and she laughed hysterically. What do you have?
Who wants half of an electric car? Which, by the way, have you seen the fires in LA? How the electric cars are the big problem?
They're exploding,
and they're not starting. They can't drive anywhere. Way to go, Kyle.
Why do you
got an electric car? White Fox.
Because
the
I
White
have
Fox got a white car.
Electric car. It's my fault.
Look out, everyone! The White Fox is here.
Some of us just want to use the carpool lane. That's all.
Carpool lane just for White Fox only.
Not even wearing that outfit anymore.
I wrote it down in my things to talk about today. White Fox. All right, Ricky. Thanks for calling and glad you're safe, brother.
I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much.
We have social media posts of how you could help anybody that's got a problem that happened in the fire. Like my sister. You don't have to help her, but I mean other people. I'm putting together a fund just for my sister. If you guys could donate. No, I'm just kidding. She's fine. Christmas wish.
Stop it.
When it gets to last call and all the dudes kind of start creeping up on you, we have the solution. Give them the John, Jay, and Rich drunk dial line. 602-888-1933. It's John, Jay, and Rich.
Serenity, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
What's going on? Thanks for holding.
Yeah. Okay, so I just want to know, I want you guys to tell me why this happened the other day. Okay, so the situation is that I was just scrolling through TikTok. I'm minding my own business. and I get this notification on my phone that's a friend request. And some girl, like, friend requested me on Facebook and then also followed me on Instagram, like, at the same time. And so I don't think much of it. I figured she's, like, I don't know, someone I know maybe from school or work, or it's just one of those, like, random, follow for follow people. But I kind of forget about it. Fast forward a few hours, I am hanging out with my situationship. Like, we're like not in a relationship. We're just friends with benefits, and we're just hanging out. We're chilling, and then out of nowhere, she's like, "Oh, who's the girl who just added you?" And I'm like, "What girl?" And she's like, the one on Instagram and Facebook. Like, is she someone that you're talking to now? My jaw hit the ground. I like, how does she even know about this, first of all? And, like, is there a way to set up notifications for me or something? Is she stalking my friends list? I don't know. It's giving FBI agent.
Do you know what the first thing I thought of is that you were being catfished by your situationship.
Oh, to see
That
if maybe you would bite or whatever?
She created somebody that you would flirt with. Because that's why she's asking, well, who's this new follow? Because it's her. She has access to it.
That's where your mind went?
Yeah,
My mind, I got into the whole, like, when you think of friends with benefits, to me, I'm always think of heterosexual friends with benefits, and I just start thinking about woman-on-woman friends with benefits and what that would be like.
And we lost you.
You lost me completely. Completely. That's exactly where I was going. I was like, wow. Like, I would figure after, do they want to cuddle and stuff, or do you just get up and go? Like, what? Because with a guy friend, your friend's benefit, it's bam, bam. Oh, hey, so you got to go. Wait a minute, where are you going? Hey, we set this up. You know how this is. But it's a girl. Let's just cuddle, watch TV. Can you hang out? Like, you know what I mean? That's where literally, I was just thinking of the drama. I would just rather.
I mean, there is drama here.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, spoiler, like, girls are way more toxic than men.
Oh, I totally.
100%. Every relationship I've ever had with, like, a woman is 10 times more toxic than any relationship I ever had with a man.
Did you ever have a female friends with benefits? Because the guy friends with benefits, that's where the phrase hit it and quit it comes from.
Yeah, no, I didn't really have a female.
You want to talk? Later's fine. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Seems like something I would not want to dabble in.
Okay, that's where my mind went. I was trying to experience what that would be like. So, could you open my eyes a little bit to that, Serenity?
Well, okay, so the whole point of this, that we're not in a relationship, is so that there isn't drama like this.
All right.
Because it can totally happen. And
sounds like your situationship is in love with you.
Yeah, she's taking it a little more seriously than you are.
Yeah, I mean, because this person is just like, I don't even know who it is, and it's already causing drama.
Mm-hmm. But here's where that's like always a dangerous road to go down, because someone's always going to catch feelings, right? And so when that happens, it's like you kind of have to like just define it. It can't just be like on or off. It's like, okay, listen, pump the brakes. Apparently there are more feelings here. And I don't know, Serenity, if you have feelings and you think you could see it going into an actual relationship or not, but I feel like that boundary needs to be drawn.
No, yeah, and like that's the whole point that I wanted it, is because I don't want a relationship right now, and I don't know, I tried to laugh it off. She was not having it, so like I don't know. I don't know if like I broke a silent rule book. It just sounds like it's maybe more about her side.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think Rich has a point. Maybe she's catfishing you.
Catfish you?
I mean,
She's
it's
trying to see
definitely
who else you're talking to. That
it's
kind of thing.
more than a situationship just by the fact that let's just say she's not catfishing you. Let's say she is catfishing you. Her asking you about these people is already crossing the boundaries. So there, you have to run or turn it into something.
I don't want to check in before.
Go Google friends with benefits or relation, and then say, "Hey, is this kind of not what we are?"
What if she comes on a site and it's like your friend has really good insurance? It's a friend with benefits.
So what do you think you're going to do, Serenity? Like, that's kind of weird that she knew that.
Yeah, I mean, it just really freaked me out, and it's a whole other level of exhausting that I'm just not ready for. So, I blocked her on everything, and she's sending me like emails constantly. And
All right, look. You can end this right now. Friends with benefits is a relationship dynamic in which people who are friends or friendly with each other agree to be physically or sexually intimate without the commitment or the expectations typically associated with traditional romantic relationship. Send her that and say, it doesn't matter who I follow or who follows me.
There you go.
Just post it on your Instagram. She'll see it.
And then you're going to be like, that's not what I want. See you later.
You could probably deal with it a little more tenderly. Maybe.
If you want intimacy without commitment, this relationship is right for you, is what it says.
There you go. Just clean your hands with that serenity.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need those problems.
Oh my God. Should I stop dating girls? This is insane.
No. I mean, it sounds like everybody likes you. That's good, at least.
Good luck. That's crazy.
Yeah. Thanks for calling in. Good luck.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. You know what? I want to play this off my computer. I want to see this. This is a video about it. It says,
hold on. Okay.
Understanding friends with benefits.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, everybody. We're back with more terminology. This one's a little bit more known. Yeah. Everybody knows friends with benefits. FWB. Are you in an FWB relationship? What does it really mean? What do you need to watch out for? The difference, first of all, between a situationship and an FWB is that the situationship, remember, you haven't communicated what you want, where something's going, and you're probably hoping, one of you is probably hoping that the situationship leads to a relationship.
Oh, I didn't know that. Did you guys know that?
No, I didn't really either.
I
But
thought
that
friends
sounds
with-
exactly like what she's in.
Yeah. It sounds like she's in a situationship.
Yeah.
And she thinks she's in friends with benefits.
Yes.
And isn't that what she called it?
She needs to watch the video.
Yeah, she called it a situationship.
She also called it friends with benefits.
Yeah.
Should not have
There's
called
a
her.
lot of confusion.
Should not have
Apparently,
said
they're
goodbye
not
to her.
interchangeable.
Yeah.
No.
This has 1 million views. Wow. All right. There you go. That's John, Jay, and Rich, Kiss FM, Friends with Benefits.
Oh, cool. Your scanner stopped. It's John, Jay, and Rich.
Shoot us a text JJR, whatever's on your mind, whatever you want to talk about. To 96893. You got to put JJR in the message so we can get it all. Vision boards, just to keep going on vision boards. So my family's doing vision board. The four of us. Kemp is in Hawaii. So it's Jake, Dutch, Blake, and me are doing our vision boards tomorrow. That's the only time we can work it out on our schedule, right? And then Dutch, he's like, why do we do it when we're all together, the five of us? And I'm like, because Kemp is in Hawaii and he does vision boards all the time. Like, he's got his goals. Like, that guy's fine. Do you know what I mean? The rest of us are disasters. So, and then Kyle kept, because you brought it up, I think you really planted the seed in our families to get it done. So the only time we can do it is tomorrow. It's almost like I need to put together a vision board with a vision board on it so we can make the vision board happen.
I know,
what I mean?
I know, because I was talking about it, and I have half of my stuff cut out, and I still need to cut out more. Like, mine's not even done yet, but it's a work in progress.
Well, that's fine. So I went on Friday. My son Jake and I decided to go. I'm trying to get 10,000 steps a day, a minimum of 10,000 steps a day. So, and Jake was playing video games. I'm like, let's go hiking. He goes, okay. So we went hiking, and he's in great shape, and he's hiking a little bit faster than me. And we're hiking in this place that he's never been to, and I thought I knew it, but I'm always following my friend that's hiking. And when you're leading, it's a totally different ballgame. Like, oh, this looks so different. And I don't know if say we got lost, but I didn't know where we were.
That's lost.
But Jake's, he found out where to go, but he goes, hey, let's go this way. It looks like there's a helipad there in case a helicopter needs to come take you because you're breathing so hard.
Oh, my God.
I was like, hey. So anyway, after that, I went to Michael's. And I've never been to a Michael's before.
What?
Ever in my life. I know, I just never have.
I'm
That's,
so excited for you. I love Michael's.
I have 3 boys. If I had 3 daughters, maybe there'd be a bigger chance. But, and if there was anything they needed to do in high school or junior high or whatever, my wife went and did all that stuff. So I walk into Michael's. So overwhelming. It makes you want to do stuff.
It's like so much arts and crafts.
Yeah, but I got the boards for, and I was only in there for a little bit. But along those lines, I think it was last week I was telling you about wanting to get 10,000 steps a day, right? Yeah, it was last week. So I was trying to get 10,000 steps a day. And then Kyle said that your husband has this treadmill.
Yeah.
Right? And we were on the air, and her husband texted me the link to the treadmill. So while we were on the air, it's an Amazon link, I just bought it and moved on, right? Forgot all about the treadmill. So let's just say this was Tuesday last week. Saturday morning, dogs are barking, whatever, and I'm watching TV, and I hear Blake go, do Did you order a treadmill?
It's like a standing treadmill, so it like fits underneath the bed, and like you could like a lot of people are using them at their desks at work now. That's what Scott does.
So I look at Blake and I go, no. I go, oh, I did. And she goes, don't you think that should be a conversation before you order a treadmill? Because it came in a big box and it's taking up it's in our front door. It's leaned up against the front door. And it's about 5 feet high, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to take it to work and put it on underneath the console so when I'm doing the show, I can get my steps in. And she's like, okay.
So that's her way of going, nah, you're probably not going to do that.
She goes, I just think that you would have a conversation with me before you buy a treadmill. I go, it's not like a treadmill like you go to the gym. I'm sure I should have a conversation with you about one of those.
Right.
It's not like one of those big-ass treadmills. It's a treadmill.
It's like an affordable version of those.
Yeah, but it's still pretty heavy, the box, right? So, I mean, it looks heavy. I still haven't moved it. It's still there.
Oh, my gosh.
It's still in the front door. Last night I was going to bed, Blake goes, are you taking the treadmill to work? Yeah, but not now. Not tomorrow. So I gotta get the treadmill from the house to here, and then put it underneath here, and then hopefully Grant can put it together for us.
You know what's going to happen. You're going to plug that thing in here, and everything's going to blank out.
And plug it in.
You're right. Oh, it's not a plug-in treadmill?
I don't think it plugs in. I
Oh,
think
well,
it's
then
like powered by you walking.
And what's it going to be like if I'm out of breath hiking with my son? Am I going to be in here going, here's what's coming up?
Definitely. Oh, 100%. Yeah.
And plus, I don't walk quietly. So
No.
boom, boom,
And then the squeakiness of the shoes,
Maybe
too.
just during commercials. Yeah.
So one of the things I did, like I was trying to get my 10,000 steps. This guy, a friend of mine, I think I told you guys, a friend of a friend, he listened to a book on tape. And he goes for walks.
Yeah, I do a lot of that,
But
too.
did I tell you guys about that guy? And he was getting 20,000 steps a day?
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, he puts on headphones and he listens to a book on tape. So I'm like, I wasn't at 10,000. I was like 7,000 steps. So I was like, I'm going to put a book on tape. So I downloaded this book, put the headphones on, and I'm just going to walk down my street, walk to a place where I thought, like a 15, 20-minute walk, I thought, right? So I'm walking. This friend of mine's building a house. I'm like, this is pretty far. I wouldn't walk down that way. So I walk all over his house. I'm listening to the book on tape, and it's a neuroscientist talking about brain stuff, and the book is called The Source, and it's a pretty good book. And I'm listening to this woman talk, and she's talking about vision boards. She calls them activity boards. And I'm like, okay, And then I walk back to my house. Get back to my house, and then I hear chapter 1. Like, what the hell did I just listen to for 25 minutes? Like when you get a book and it's all the stuff before you get to chapter 1?
Yeah.
It was all that. I felt like I was
20 minutes long.
such a waste. I thought it was like learning stuff. I thought I was already like past I thought, oh, maybe they don't tell you, you're chapter 3.
I thought you were going to say, I finished the book.
I hadn't started it.
I got 100,000 steps.
But chapter 1, I feel like I learned everything already.
You heard the foreword.
I must have heard the foreword, but that was enough.
Brought to you
this
by
is a good book, and I'm on a long
Random
one.
House.
Yeah, what a pain in the ass. Also, so my sister's in L.A. with the fires, right? And she won't leave.
Why won't she leave?
I don't know why she won't leave. I mean, the fires aren't to her house yet, but her car is covered in ash, right? Her voice, she sounds sick. I just saw a thing today that the level of ash and smoke in L.A. is every day is the equivalent of smoking like 2.5 cigarettes.
Well, you think of all the plastic and buildings and cars and everything that is burned with that, and all the other stuff that's in that smoke. It's got to be just terrible for you.
But I know a lot of people have said, like, it's a privilege to leave because it's like some people still have to work. And it's like, if your home is still somewhat safe, it is like it's a privilege to be able to say, I have time and extra money and resources to go and places to go to be, either money to spend on a hotel or friends that are willing to let you stay with them.
Well, my nephew goes to San Diego State, and they had to take him back yesterday, right? So they're going to drive to San Diego. So I was like, just keep driving and just come here. But she was like, no, I'm staying home. Her husband took the nephew back to San Diego, and she stayed home. So I don't know what. And then my wife was talking to my sister yesterday. You can hear her voice. She sounds terrible, right? But she sent me a picture of her car, just covered in soot, covered in ash. It's terrible. Yesterday, there was a Suns game, Phoenix Suns against the Hornets. I forgot I had tickets. It was the last. And it was like, the game was at 7, and it was like 5:55 when I was like, oh, crap, I have tickets to this game. Let's go. So we jump in the car, and my car's a disaster, right? I mean, and I happen to have there's a valet parking thing, so I parked because I was running late. I valet park. And when the game's over, I left a little early. It was a great game. Left a little early. My car's just a disaster. My wife's like, I wonder if they wonder why. There's all these nice cars here, and your car's just terrible. It's just, and I go, when I valeted, I told him that, all I said to the guy was, I pull up, and I go, hey, man. I go, hey, guys. I go, hey. And I just go, fires L.A., terrible. Sorry about the car. That's all I said. So that it would be implied that I just came from L.A., and then my car is covered in ash.
In soot. Even though it's been nowhere near there.
Nowhere near there.
Maybe
but it looks like that. It looks like that because it's been parked outside for so long. It's just covered in dirt. So, yeah, man. Anyway. John J. and Rich. Let's get to some entertainment news. We'll get to what's going on. Specifically, probably more fire stuff. The celebrities in the fire.
Yeah, because so many of them have been affected. Jennifer Garner, she was out there volunteering, try to help. And it's interesting the way that this interviewer asked her a question, but she did get a little bit emotional.
How has it been for you? And I know you lost a friend.
I did lose a friend, and for our church, it's really tender, so I don't feel like I should talk about her yet. But, I did lose a friend who did not get out in time. It's just, my heart bleeds for my friends. I mean, I can think of 100 friends who lost their homes. It's just like, I feel almost guilty walking through my house, just, what can I do? How can I help with these hands and these walls and the safety that I have?
And I think there's a lot of celebrities that feel that way because, so many people, not just celebrities, so many real people have lost their homes. Mel Gibson is one of those. He actually said his house is just annihilated.
Whenever I leave town, a fire breaks out. It was the same last month. The flames were like 200 yards away from my house. But this time they came from the other direction and really nailed me. And I have never seen a place so perfectly burnt. It's kind of, you could put it in an urn,
The pictures and the videos are just devastating. I mean, the aerial views of how much has been lost is so sad.
So much destruction. And what's really breaking my heart is not only obviously the videos and whatnot, but just the storylines of, people not wanting to leave their homes because they've put literally everything they've had into it, or they're physically unable to leave. It just breaks your heart and makes you want to, do what you can.
Yeah, and so many people lost their homes and their insurance companies canceled them just months ago. Tyler Perry called the insurance companies out, and he was like, how dare these people who have collected and made billions and billions off of these people for the last 70, 80 years cancel this and basically not even help the people that made them rich.
That's pretty terrible.
For greed.
Here's what I heard. Now, I'm one of those guys that doesn't read the whole article. Okay, so and then I also listen to other people talking about stuff. So this is what I heard. So the State Farm, for example, they or these insurance companies, they canceled their insurance because they wouldn't fill those water reservoirs or whatever. So they're like, you're not filling these water reservoirs. So if there's a fire, you can't put out the fire. So if you guys don't fill, whoever the city is, you don't fill the water reservoirs. So then I heard, they move in, the Bidwells. Sent their plane over and picked up all
2 planes. I heard
to pick up all these ball players because there's a big game tonight at State Farm Stadium.
Yeah.
Now people are like, "How dare you play in State Farm Stadium?" Because State Farm is one of the people that canceled all the.
Oh,
right?
Goodness!
Why don't you play somewhere else? And I'm like, man, you can't win.
Well, because it's when something like this happens and so many lives have been devastated. It's some people need to be accountable. It's insurance companies canceled these people's insurance who've been paying and living in their home for 78 years. They're 90 years old and they have nothing now. Nothing but land that's literally been burnt to a crisp. I know Mandy Moore, her family lost their home, and she actually posted a GoFundMe for her family members, not for herself, but for her family members. And people started getting so angry at her, you're rich, you pay for their homes. Why are you asking people to spend their money on your family? She was like, everyone can kindly go bleep themselves. I'm trying to help. And Spencer Pratt, apparently he's a big Mandy Moore fan. And he was threatening people that are coming after her.
Mandy Moore doesn't do anything wrong. She's the nicest freaking lady ever. So don't you dare come for Mandy Moore. Mandy Moore is a real one. She's a great human. She's not doing anything out of pocket. If she's posting GoFundMes, that's great. She doesn't have to pay for whoever. So don't you come for Mandy Moore unless you want a real problem.
Okay, what's the deal with Dennis Quaid?
Well, so there are some people who are really upset at the news anchor who saw Dennis Quaid as he's literally packing up his home in his car and stopped him. And they're mad at the anchor saying how insensitive, he's literally in time of crisis and you're berating him.
What you are looking at is a resident and a familiar face who is like so many thousands of people right now trying to get everything out of their home. This is Academy Award nominated actor and one of my favorites and just a terrific man all the way around. This is Dennis Quaid.
Hey, how are you?
Dennis, say hi to NBC.
Hello, everybody. Los Angeles.
You got the Quaid smile still working on.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do?
Leave him alone. Let him pack up his world. Like there's fire over the ridge. And this morning I was reading that this might be the most expensive natural disaster in U.S. history, like as of this morning. So it's getting worse and worse all the time.
Okay. How about what's up with Kanye West?
Kanye released the trailer for his Vultures movie. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it is so weird in pure Kanye fashion. So I'll play the trailer for you. But as you're listening to it, picture what you're seeing is almost like a trailer for a black and white horror film from like the 1950s or something like that, with like cartoon-esque, like Muppet-like, I don't know, sort of like monsters. It's really weird.
Vultures, the movie. Chilling.
Just sort of bizarre. Like, it doesn't give you any indication of what the actual movie is about. We don't have a release date other than it's supposed to come out sometime this year, which is very yay-esque, and that's that. But we have a teaser.
Speaking of new music, the rumor is Bieber's dropping stuff. Rumor is Bieber's in the studio right now.
Yeah. So I actually immediately thought of you, Peyton. I was like, those who still have their Bieber fever, get ready. 2025, maybe the year. So they're saying, like, Justin Bieber has been pretty quiet in music. He had to cancel that tour because of health reasons. Mm-hmm. He split with Scooter Braun, and they're like, now he needs the money and he's ready to work. And they're like, he needs the money. He sold his catalog for $200 million. And they're like, yeah, but he owes a lot of money for canceling that tour. And he's in a place where he has positive content because he's got a little baby now and life has changed a little bit. And so I'm ready for Bieber music.
Give us an R&B album, please, Justin Bieber. We need it.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality? High quality and immersive sound? A sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
Deciding on what to listen to is hard. Using Zumo to stream music from iHeart 90s radio is easy. Or play iHeart Country or Hip Hop Beats. Your choice, all for free. Stream easy with Zumo Play. Get live and on-demand entertainment with no logins, no signups, no accounts, no hassle. This April, binge these classics. The Whole 9 Yards starring Bruce Willis and Matthew Perry. Adaptation with Nicolas Cage and Meryl Streep. And The Fisher King with Robin Williams. All streaming free on Zumo Play. Go to play.zumo.com now. Life is hard. Zumo is easy.
John, Jay, and Rich.
We are like a whole vibe.
John, Jay, and Rich, shoot us a text. The text line, you text JJR and whatever you want to say to the number 96893. We were having a conversation off air, but it led me to something. I don't want to say what the conversation was off air because the person that told this story was like, I don't want to tell the story on the air because it could get me in trouble. But it made me think of another story that happened to me yesterday. I was trying to be a good person. I was at the grocery store. So we went to Over Easy to go eat, right? I love that Over Easy. In fact, I created something new at Over Easy yesterday and mowed down. And then my wife, my son Dutch, and my son Jake went into Safeway to go get groceries. I went to CVS next door to get magazines for our vision board. But the magazines were $17. So I said no. So when I'm walking into Safeway to go catch up with them, there's a woman that works at Safeway, I don't know, mid-30s, and she is the cart person. she's collecting all the shopping carts, right? You've seen those people pushing the shopping cart?
Yeah.
And she's pushing like 75 shopping carts. And I'm walking towards her, like kind of like I'm in a T-bone, right? So, and she's pushing them, and it looks hard, and I'm like, I have to help, right? I'm going to look like a jerk, I think, if I don't. I mean, it's like from here to where Nick is. That's how many shopping. Oh, it's not that far. But you know what I'm talking about? Like she's pushing.
Yeah,
right?
there's a lot of them.
Yeah. So I go, hey, let me help, please. Like, allow me. And she goes, no, I got it. I'm like, oh, please. And I go to push, and I push them, and they go right into the wall of Safeway. And I'm like, oh, man, I guess it's a lot lighter than it looks. Because it wasn't very hard. You know what I mean? Like, I was expecting, and anyway, it was really, really bad. It was embarrassing. Okay, Jenna's in the studio. Jenna has got a big problem with all the stuff going on with TikTok.
I do.
Like,
I really do.
What's the TikTok's going away, apparently, right, or no?
Apparently, it looks like this week and next week will kind of be the deciding factors as to if it's going to stay or not. But I'm not ready to say goodbye. Like, I have relied on TikTok as my main search engine in a way now. Mm-hmm. You know, I look up questions, recipes, workouts. I might not use them ever, but I save them.
But the info's right there.
Right. I'm like, I'll save it and I'll come back to it.
So here's the latest that I heard, that likely the Supreme Court is going to hold up the ban. Okay. So it will go away, but not right away. Basically what happens is at some point you're going to stop getting new videos because whenever new updates happen, you can't update it. So it'll still be good for a minute.
Right.
But for like maybe half a year or something like that?
So like what I had saw was like, obviously the app isn't going to be updating anymore, so the app itself is going to slow down drastically. So then like when you get on, it's going to be like, oh my gosh, a video's not even loading, so then you swipe out of it by then.
Unless the ban happens and then ByteDance, which is the Chinese-owned company that owns TikTok, goes, okay, we'll take Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank's offer to buy TikTok so that it can still be going, and work something out with him where we're still getting part of the profit or something like that. I feel like someone's going to swoop in and buy it.
They have to because if everyone wants it.
If they can get like a bunch of money out of it instead of just having it banned in America now, I'm sure ByteDance would take that.
Don't you think Elon should have waited on not buy Twitter, because do we care about Twitter nearly as much as TikTok?
We need
He wants TikTok. He should have just waited and bought TikTok. Oh, I guess he could.
I mean, I feel like TikTok has that like free speech kind of forum to where it would be up Elon Musk's alley.
I hope TikTok goes away. I hope it goes away.
Why? You're mad at them because they banned you.
They deleted my account. There's so many dirty things on TikTok. No, there's so many dirty things on TikTok, and they deleted me for a plumber's crack. So Jenna says this TikTok ban cannot happen. Number one, which she didn't bring up right now, it's a big part of my job.
Oh, yeah, that too. I mean, it is. That a lot of our content goes on TikTok, and I also find a lot of inspiration through TikTok just because there are a lot of creative outlets on there. And I don't know. I feel like, I am addicted. I definitely go right to the TikTok app when I open my phone. But I just don't know how. I've lived the past, 4 or 5 years with TikTok.
I like this part when you go, I laugh pretty much every time I open the app. Instagram Reels is just not the same.
It's really
Can we open that? I want to see if you laugh. Will you open up the TikTok app? Let's watch her laugh.
It's going to be like something really serious.
Oh my gosh, I'm
so
worried.
swearing. Turn your volume down just in case.
More LA fires. Jenna, that's not funny.
Well, the first video that came up was a flawless, creaseless concealer hack, so I guess I'm not going to laugh at that.
Send that to me.
But see, that's where I would save for the makeup or I'm coming back to this. See, right? It looks pretty good.
My TikTok's pretty much all the cast of Landman.
Yeah, I get that too. I'm Lioness.
Follow me on as I get ready to shoot my scene for Landman. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I'm preparing for the worst. I know that there's a way that you can go in and save all your TikToks, but I have saved so many TikToks. I think that would just absolutely crash my phone if I save those.
You know how they're saying move over to Lemon 8? Well, I have checked it out, and that's like just Reels. It's not the same. It's not even close.
No, and the comments on TikTok are so good. Like, that's another thing. Like, if I'm not laughing at the actual video, I'm going to the comments, and I'm laughing at the comments.
Always go to the comments.
Right. Same. And even if it's like you see something and you're like, let me just scroll in the comments, and then you see everyone else had the same thought. Right. And you're like, I feel so seen right now.
Totally. No, exactly. TikTok has made me feel less alone.
I think I have 30 followers on Lemonade. Mm-hmm.
I still haven't downloaded it yet.
I forgot I had one.
I need to get with it.
People keep requesting to follow me on there, but I'm like, I don't even. Do I have a Lemonade?
I guess it
I
made
think it's
the account
connected.
for you. Yeah, Lemonade is owned by TikTok, so they just make your kind of how Instagram made our own Threads accounts.
All right, we're going to play a game. We need a contestant. 877-937-1047. We got tickets to see Swedish House Mafia. In the meantime, while we wait for a contestant, I do have something I was going to say this for tomorrow, but I want to play a mystery artist for you, okay? A mystery artist that's a country song. So you have to tell me if this is going to be a good country song. And I think, I shouldn't influence, but I think it's a good country song. Now, meanwhile, 877-937-1047, we're going to play a game. But tell me if you think this is a good country song.
Walk down roads that'll never get paved. Lower Alabama where the souls get saved. Ain't nothing better that I ever did know than the sound of a fiddle on the radio. So let's smoke 'em if you got 'em. I don't see any problem. Do what you do, 'cause it won't bother me. So you can't shoot that whiskey bottle or rip that Harley throttle. Do what you do, you ain't gon' bother me, 'cause I'm country free.
That's the name of the song, Country Free.
That's a famous person, huh?
No, I didn't say it's a famous person. I said I said it's a mystery artist. Do you know who it is? And first of all, do you think it's a good song? Peyton, do you think it's a good song?
Yeah, I like it, and it was giving me Rascal Flatts vibes.
Totally.
Okay, right. Okay, Rich?
It was giving me computery vibes. I was wondering if it was AI.
It is 100% AI.
See, I could hear something that was just a little...
Yeah, they must have sampled Rascal Flatts because that sounds like them 100%.
100% AI. But I was like, that's a good song.
The only thing that raised my little red flag was they were talking about Harley, and I feel like country people don't drive Harleys; they drive pickup trucks.
Ooh, interesting.
They ride Harleys. Let's say hi to Nick. Nick, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What game are we going to play, Peyton?
We're going to play a game that I like to call Switcharoo. Basically, I'm going to give you guys the song title or a movie title or a TV show title, and I'm going to give you the opposite. You guys got to give me what it actually is.
Yo, mic check. Yeah, I heard he got that hot new thing. It's called Let's Get It Going.
Okay, so Nick, you'll kind of catch a vibe. John Jay, Rich, and then Kyle will go first, and then it will be your turn to go, and they will kind of set the tone and the tempo for this game. Are we good to go? Okay. Starting with TV shows. John Jay, your title is Familiar Everything, and I'm looking for the opposite.
Familiar Everything. TV show. Something, nothing. Something that familiar. It's unknown mysteries.
Incorrect.
Oh.
I was looking for Stranger Things. I know, it's tricky.
That was
This game is tricky. It makes you have to use your brain, but it's good for you. Okay, no points on the board yet. Rich, we move over to you. Mending Good.
Breaking Bad.
There we go. You had to have gotten that one. All right, Kyle. The old popper of Subaburia.
What?
You're saying Suburbia?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay,
that's the opposite of that
the
word.
old popper of Subaburia?
Subaburia.
It's an old 90s sitcom.
Popper. The young.
Sounds like a kid's novel.
Young Sheldon. I
The
don't
old
know.
popper of
I
Subaburia.
actually love Young Sheldon, but I was looking for the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Tricky. I know.
Okay. Oh, pauper.
Pauper.
As in pauper.
Yes.
Okay.
Like Princess
It's a
and the
challenge.
Pauper.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, Nick. This one's easy for you. I think you should get it. Okay. The title
Hopefully.
for you. I'm looking for the opposite. Yours is called The Home. It's a TV show.
Ooh. Yeah, you made it hard. I don't know.
Super popular TV show that I think has.
Oh.
I'm having a brain fart on who the guy is. Steve Carell. Isn't that his name?
Oh, The Office.
I walked you
in a
down that
wilderness.
one, Nick. I walked you down that one. But no mercy this next round. John Jay, we're going back to you, okay?
Okay.
Chastity in the Suburbs.
Chastity?
Yep.
Sex and the City.
Yes. Good
Subaburia.
job. Good job. Okay, Rich, you have the chance to take the lead right here with 2 points. The Bad Zone. One of my favorite.
The Good Place.
Yes, good job. One of my favorite shows ever. Okay, Kyle, you better get this one. I'm looking for Hate Mountain. Hate Mountain.
Mountain. Love.
Yep.
Actually, Love Valley. Love.
You're right there.
Love.
You're right there.
TV show is this?
Come on, it's a show.
Love is Blind.
Closer, but I need it. I'm looking for Love Island.
The opposite of a mountain is island, Kyle.
Some islands are mountains. How is that the
And there are
opposite?
mountains on islands.
Or a hole. Love hole. That's the show's Love Hole, and I think that's only on
And the
internet.
opposite of love isn't hate. It's indifference.
Oh.
Yeah. However that works. Okay, Nick, moving over to you. I also think you should get this one. Another 90s sitcom for you. Empty Apartment.
MC?
Empty Apartment.
Empty apartment. Empty apartment. Yikes.
Come on, Nick.
This is like the one time I watched TV as a kid was in the 90s.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah, you should get this.
Empty Apartment. The door is always open.
oh man.
Oh, it's okay, Nick. It's
Break it down. What's the opposite of empty?
Full House.
Wow, you left us in suspense.
They left us right there, but we're going to go rapid speed round right here. Nick, you just can't get out, okay?
Okay. Let's
John
go.
Jay.
Yeah.
The Bright Day. This is a movie.
The Bright Day. The Dark Knight.
Yes, good job, John Jay. 2 points. Okay, Rich. Modern Zoo.
Modern Zoo.
A
Modern
movie.
Zoo. It's a movie.
Yes.
Okay. Old household.
Modern Zoo. One of Nick's favorite movies.
Oh, Jurassic Park.
Yes, good job. Okay, Kyle. This is on
Thank
repeat
you.
in my house right now. The Mouse Queen.
The Mouse Queen. The Lion King.
Yes, Kyle. Good job on the board.
It should
Finally,
be the mouse popper.
or something. I guess it could be the Mouse Popper. Okay, Nick. If you get this right, then you win these tickets. Okay, you need to lock in right now because we cannot help you with this one. We're
Locked
looking
in.
for Planet Peace.
Planet Peace.
Yes, it's a franchise.
Oh.
They have their own land in Disneyland.
Planet Peace.
There's lightsabers.
Oh, Star Wars.
Nick, you need to.
I could hear the gears turning.
No.
I know. It is a tricky game, but good job, Nick. You were a trooper. You're my winner today.
All right, Nick, hold up. We'll send you with the tickets. Hold on.
Hey, don't tell anybody. John Jay and Rich gave me their personal cell phone number.
Where's my freaking phone?
877-937-1047. It's John Jay and Rich.
Kyle Inflay's got 3 things we need to know.
John Jay, I thought about you when I saw this story because you were swimming with the sharks over Christmas break. So trackers actually, they have tracked and pinged a 1,400-pound shark. This thing is 13 feet long outside of Florida, right outside of Daytona Beach.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, we know this guy. We know he's been around. We've tracked him. He actually just traveled 139 miles in 72 hours. This shark's hauling butt out there in the ocean. And they have actually got a name for him. And I don't know how you pronounce this, but I'm going to guess it's Breton because it's Breton.
Breton.
And I'm like, how did they come up with that name? Like, give him a name like George or something?
So along those lines, so did you see it was in the news over the weekend? There was a shark attack. A 23-year-old guy got his arm bitten off by a shark exactly where I was shark diving with my kids.
Oh, no kidding.
Exactly. Like, not a mile away. Now, it might even been the same company.
I was
They
gonna say,
won't.
like, the same
they don't
store?
say the name of the company, but we took off from the same dock. We were in the same city. It was in the same
Well,
place.
when I saw that, I was like, because you guys had a photographer underwater with you.
Right.
Like, was there a photographer there that caught the whole thing on video at all?
I don't know. They haven't said yet, but I have.
Wild.
In fact, I don't even think I posted any pictures with the sharks.
That's what I was going to say. I want to see the pictures of you surrounded by the sharks.
I have those.
Post them.
I will.
Post them.
I just didn't want. The reason I was posting the picture was because about the skin suit. That's why.
Right.
And in the skin suit, there isn't a shark.
Post
I love sharks. Sharks are like
from afar. I don't know. I don't know if I want to be in the ocean with them.
They're just so fun to learn about. I'm such a nerd about sharks.
They are really cool. That's why Shark Week is such a big deal. So earlier, John Jay was saying how Dunkin' Donuts ran out of donuts. Like, you had one job, and maybe that's why they're doing things like this, because they don't want to just be donuts. I mean, I got coffee and stuff too, obviously. But check this out. They actually just teamed up with a personal brand care company called Native, and they are creating a limited edition of collection. Oh, excuse me. I can't speak right now. Okay. They're basically teaming up to make a collection of Dunkin' scents. So they've got deodorant, body wash, shampoo, conditioner, 2-in-1, like body lotion. And they're going to come in like Dunkin' flavors, like strawberry frosted, vanilla sprinkle, blueberry cobbler, Boston cream. I would want to smell like that.
Yeah, I love it. And the Native company that does it, like they do a lot of that collab stuff.
Yeah, that's the soap.
They did one with like the Yarritos, the drink. They did one with Crumble, I think.
And now it's
like
Dunkin'.
I know. And Dunkin' dropped donuts from their name, so now they're just Dunkin' because they didn't want to be tied to just having the donuts.
I know. And but I'm thinking, because remember after the Super Bowl commercial last year with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon and Jennifer Lopez, they ended up selling those Dunkin' soup, the tracksuits, in the Dunkin' stores. So I'm like, oh, cool. So they're going to have like skincare now too. And you like get a dozen donuts and then get your scented lotion there too. Could be. I'm not quite sure. But right now they're being found exclusively at Walmart or Native's website. Snoop Dogg is just continuing to be America's sweetheart right now. They announced that he is going to host the 2025 NFL Honors Award show. It goes down February 6th in New Orleans, 3 days before this year's big game. And that's 3 things you need to know.
Broadcasting live across the world right now. This is the John Jay and Rich radio program.
Breaking news from the stadium tonight as an anonymous fan foot the bill for 55,000 hot dogs, bringing that sweet tubed meat to everyone in attendance.
Free dogs! Yeah!
55,000 hot dogs? What does that even cost? While the identity of this Frankfurter philanthropist remains anonymous, their all-beefy generosity will go down in history.
The new Mega Millions. More to win means more to give. How you spend it is up to you.
Yeah!
For game odds and details, visit SCEducationLottery.com.